What is going on, guys? Crazy Shoot here, and today I want to talk to you a bit about Battlefield 2042 and why the community hates the game so much at the moment. Don't get me wrong, not everybody hates the game, but there's a fair amount of people that find some of the aspects of the game not really Battlefield-like. I myself included, I feel like some parts of this 2042 game are not what Battlefield is supposed to be about, but I welcome all changes and I'm looking forward for the release of the game to see how it's gonna go. But now let's talk about the problems that this game has and what the community has to say about this. And the first issue that the players are really angry about with 2042 is the lack of communication. Yes, DICE is known for not telling us loads of things about games, but I feel like this year, I don't know, they pushed it a bit too far. We had some specialists that were revealed, and then we just had this message that more will come this week or these days, and then we just get notified that the game is being delayed. We have a surprise open beta out of nowhere that it's supposed to be 3 months old, but there's nothing to cover for that, and the lack of implementation and the lack of optimization for the game is just weird. And the fact that DICE doesn't really say anything or didn't talk about all those things with the community, it's really frustrating for all of us. Like, I feel like DICE should just come out and say, hey, we've done that, we've done this, we're gonna fix that, we're gonna do this. But no, instead they just throw some videos out and they expect us to buy it. Well, the community is pretty upset with this, and it's understandable because it's a huge problem. Communication between the developers and the community should be open-minded, not like we have it right here. But out of nowhere, in the past week or so, we've got tons of feedback from the developers, tons of feedback on the game, and it's great. But I feel like this communication that we have right now should have been since when the game was revealed in June. Next up, there's another huge problem with 2042 that people really hate right now, and that is AI. The AI have been added for the first time in a Battlefield game, and honestly, they're actually a big problem because at the beginning everybody thought that okay, we're gonna have like 2 3 soldiers AI that are gonna fill in for other players or till other players join, but that is not the case in 2042. As you guys seen in the beta, there was a lot of AI every single match. I don't think I played like 20 games, maybe 30, even more, and I don't think I had one game where I couldn't come across at least one AI. So basically every game has AI. I even played games where it was just me and my squad against full AIs. It was just, I don't know, weird, and they don't fit in there. And another reason why they don't fit in there is because they look like normal soldiers. And that brings us to the last point of this video, and probably the most hated thing about Battlefield 2042, and these are specialists. For the first time, DICE added specialists instead of the normal classes, and everybody's just super upset about it because it's understandable. Battlefield is supposed to be a war simulation, but with some arcadey shooting and movement along the way. But this year, I feel like Battlefield is trying to copy COD a bit too much with the specialists. Yes, it's understandable because they can profit a lot from the specialists because they can, I don't know, come out with skins and camos and stuff that people are gonna buy and they're gonna get rich. But nobody really listened to the community when they say that they don't like the way that the specialists work. And the fact that the AIs look like the soldiers we want in the game, everybody just gets pissed about that. It's super frustrating. There's a lot of pictures online where you see McCain executing another McCain while another McCain is looking at them. It's just weird to see that on the battlefield. And one quick fix that we could have for this specialist is you have two factions, so you have Russians and Americans, for example. Just put 10 specialists in and give each faction 5 of them, so they look different. You don't have two different factions with the same specialist and you see like 50 McCains fighting each other on the battlefield. It's just weird. But again, this brings us to the communication where DICE really lacks in for the upcoming games. But we'll have to wait and see for the game. I'm super hyped about 2042. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a good game. It has good gameplay, great graphics as always, but there is a lot of things that need to be changing. But again, DICE really has to listen to the community a lot more. I feel like this game could be incredible. It has so much potential, but it could fail a bit short because DICE doesn't listen to the community and what the community wants. Yes, they focus to bring in new players, but they forget that their Battlefield veteran community enjoys the game as it was. Anyways, this is just my opinion. I don't know what your guys' opinion is, so please comment it down below. What do you think about 2042? Are you hyped for this game? Do you think it's gonna fail? Do you like the specialist? Do you hate the specialist? Just comment down below your humble opinion, and maybe DICE watches this video and they will start listening a bit more to the community, but we have to wait and see for the full release of the game, which is in just a few weeks away. So make sure you stay tuned for that. As always guys, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like to help with the algorithm, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.